Welcome, everyone, to another exciting edition of NWA F.A.G, Fun Athletic Guys. And myself, Jason Rivera, and of course Johnny Landon are joined by a very special guest for a very special episode of NWA F.A.G, because we've whipped out the DeLorean. That's right, we're going to go travel through time to the IKEA Arena in a time before June 24th, 2007.
Yes,
you know what that
we've
means.
busted out the NWA time machine, which comes equipped. Whenever you sign up for the NWA, they give you a time machine to go back in time and look at their shitty matches. And right now, tonight, we're going to see a match where the father of the year, a good friend of ours, Krispin Wah, circa 1993, takes on a 6,000-year-old dinosaur by the name of Terry Funk. And, folks, there's no pre-match promo this week, because if we interacted with any of these men using our futuristic technology, it would have changed the past, we'd cease to exist, and it would fuck everything up and cause us to fade away like Marty McFly. But we do have a very, very special guest joining us, as we've mentioned. The man himself, Chris Benoit, is with us here to call his own match. Chris.
How's everybody doing tonight?
We're doing pretty good. I mean, it's going to be a fun time. We're going back in time to 1993. Now, as you heard, Chris, unfortunately, you are now in the nether regions of hell, and we cannot intervene. I mean, you know, everybody right now is probably thinking, all right, well, if you go back to 1993, maybe you could warn him to not kill Daniel. Do you have a problem with that, knowing that we are unable to do anything about your situation?
I mean, I wouldn't so much worry about my family. I'd be warning them after a dog knocking my tooth out.
Well, we're unable to do anything about my situation either, and that's because we could usher in the Age of Ask if I didn't get into any trouble, but then the black people would undo everything that we did anyway, like they did in the X-Men comics. So we're all fucked.
Can we stop Obama from being president, though?
How do you know who he is?
Yeah, I don't want to get a call from Chucky Shabazz.
Yeah, I didn't know that there were black people in the X-Men, but thank you for the information there. I guess we should, since we don't have a pre-match promo, I want everyone to enjoy the facts that are up on the screen right now, the tail of the tape, for these two brilliant athletes, the two biggest names we've had on the show thus far. It's really an honor to call such a great match with two legends, right, Riv?
Yeah, it is, even though, I mean, this feels like a mad scientist's dream, because these guys both have non-functional body parts, whether it's Terry Funk's knees, Benoit's neck, Benoit's brain, or any number of other things, or the fact that Terry Funk is just from Texas, which in and of itself is a handicap.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Are you gentlemen ready? Are you ready to travel through time?
I'm ready.
Well, Doc Brown, don't fail us now. We are about to go live with Terry Funk versus the Crippler in April 17th, 1993. And as you can see, everybody, we're here in the 1993 IKEA Arena. Look, it's the same walls, the same color. So many people buying furniture in this
You'll notice here, it's actually the same identical ring used in 2014. They haven't changed the ring, the arena, or the mat in over 20 years. And the ugly yellow wall is still there. It's really magnificent. This arena is so legendary.
One thing that
looks like a sold-out crowd tonight.
One thing that's not there is Minja. I mean, he hasn't even been born yet.
No, Minja right now is at home sucking his mother's breasts in China somewhere. He's not a factor here tonight.
Yeah, and here he comes. Here you are, Chris. The
Hello. Look how great my hair looks. It's so I miss that haircut so much.
You look like a hot on steroids. You look like a young Frodo.
I have a haircut not unlike that. And of course, this is before you were dubbed the Rabid Wolverine, so you don't have a bunch of slash marks all over your tights quite yet.
I really do enjoy the genie pants, though. What was the inspiration for that?
Why does this faggot think he's just throwing a chair at me? You think he's me throwing a chair at Nancy?
No, that's Terry Funk. Terry Funk always throws shit in the ring.
That's all he does. The men's bathroom, and he didn't even have music. You know, Terry Funk has shitty elevator music, and he gets to come out throwing chairs. Who does he think he is?
I mean, Terry Funk throwing furniture in the ring, I mean, he predated the video game era, where pretty much that's all the AI does during hardcore matches, is throw shit in the ring. Of course, this is interesting because we're watching Mick Foley's boyfriend take on Eddie Guerrero's boyfriend.
I think Eddie Guerrero was my boyfriend. I think it was the other way around.
Yeah, well, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Well, Terry Funk may or may not have a time machine of his own. He's looked this way his entire career, which began in like 1947. I heard that Adolf Hitler actually used to make his best Germans wrestle against Terry Funk in the nude. I can't confirm or deny that. Or I'm not sure if it's 100% true, but I heard it from a credible source.
Terry Funk is a member of a very prestigious wrestling family, you guys.
Who are they chanting for? I just keep hearing Sabu, Sabu. Who's that?
I think it's some Arab whose neck you broke like a month prior to this match.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you think about this? Johnny Landon, of course, you have a lot of respect for the Funk family yourself, don't you?
Yes, I do. But if you look at this here, Terry Funk is attempting to wrestle the roided up Wolverine himself, Krispin Wah. That's not a very smart move, and I have a feeling he's gonna get his fucking ass stomped in here.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, Terry Funk, whether he's a hardcore technician or not, he's not exactly the best grappler of the bunch.
He's not.
Crispin, what do you think about this? Now, you are compared to many of the great grapplers of all time. Of course, most recently, Daniel Bryan, who there are many parallels between yourself and that boy.
That's so far. Well, I'm sorry, I'm just so distracted by this crowd. It's almost like watching a Ring of Honor crowd now. Like,
Chris, what was your mind frame going into this match with this hardcore ancient dinosaur retard Terry Funk?
Well, you know, people talk about my brain damage, but Terry Funk I'm not even sure the man was born with a brain. He seems to be on autopilot.
I think this is a match where you procured a lot of that brain damage. Look at the way he just dumped you to the outside with no regard for your well-being. I mean, there aren't even mats on the floor, I'm pretty sure, even though we can't see them through the humanity, the mass of fat people in baseball caps in front of us.
You may think the camera work sucks, but that's because this was recorded on some idiot's camcorder, and we paid him nothing but mere threats of violence.
I just find it interesting that the CZW horn guy is there.
I'm not really sure if... I'm not really sure if this is an audience here to watch Terry Funk versus Krispin Wah, or these guys are waiting in line at a probation office next door. I mean, they all look like criminals.
Well, if you look at the audience tonight, it's 90% smelly adult males, whereas in 2014, the audience at the
Holy
IKEA
shit,
Arena...
a wrestling move.
Yeah.
In 2014, the IKEA Arena crowd is mostly fat women and ugly children, so it's an interesting comparison there.
Well, they obviously let the ugly children in after Krispin Wah passed away. Now, Krispin Wah thrown to the outside. You saw the neck breaker earlier. As I said, I think a lot of the damage done to Chris was done in this match. And a pile driver.
I think this is going to explain a lot of it.
I didn't see shit.
You know what would have been great is if you could have fucking seen it.
Yeah, well, you see all of these upstanding gentlemen in the striped shirts from the local prison yard are, of course, blocking the view. But I have to say that every time that Crispin gets dropped on his head, the baby Chris Nowinski sheds a single tear.
Wasn't he only like 3 when this match was taped?
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what's going on.
I see the CZW. Is that him? With the mask? What the fuck? Listen,
there goes the merch table.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think this was a line in a restroom. But
why is there a kid from Burger King there? Did anybody else see the Burger King kid there?
Where?
Yeah. Well, I saw him.
He was just standing by the merch table. He has a Burger King crown. I swear, he looked just like Daniel.
Which explains a lot. Maybe you had a flashback when you took Daniel out.
I think the cameraman is too afraid to go near Chris because he can sense his animalistic, violent rage.
Well, as you can see, all the children are running away, so I feel like they knew.
Oh, holy shit, it's the Green Lantern fan. I can recognize that mullet anywhere.
It's
How are these guys alive? Did they time travel too?
Yeah, you know, but we have to mention them because they are the legends. Just like Terry Funk and Krispin Wah are legends of the ring, Green Lantern guy, CZW guy, these guys paved the way for upstanding fans such as Frank WWE Clown, Bobby W. Tux guy, Brock Lesnar guy.
Is anyone watching all these asses that the camera's focused in on?
Yes, I think the cameraman is a homosexual, which is perfectly fine, but not in 1993.
There's Burger King kid.
I see him. It looks like there's a fucking riot going on.
Yeah. This is like the Rodney King beatings.
These fans are eating this shit up, and I'll tell you why. In 1993, there was no internet, so you couldn't look up porn, so it was either come to this shit or sit home and watch TGIF.
Yeah, that explains a lot. And, of course, they are loving every minute of this match, even though it's mostly Terry Funk throwing you to the outside, Chris, and then walking away.
You know, we're 7 minutes into the match, and that DDT is only the second wrestling move I've seen.
Well, what did you expect wrestling against Terry Funk from the year 8000 BC?
Well, you know, wrestling with Terry Funk is one thing, but Dory Funk, of course, the more respectable of the two, because he's done something that we all wanted to achieve at one point.
Yes,
and, Johnny, you know what that is.
As much as we make fun of Terry Funk, his brother Dory fucked Mickey James when she was like 19 years old.
This is called a comeback, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, and there is no comeback. Don't even attempt to justify the shit that's going on in this terrible match. Terry Funk.
You want to know the story behind the psychology of this match is that the same day that we had this match, Terry's pet horse died. So he was all drunk and out of it, and he was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get us through the match. And I'm like, all right, I'll just let you beat me up for 10 minutes.
Well, it's
I thought it would make him feel better.
Because, of course, to all the people listening at home, Terry Funk did not travel the roads in a car like most normal wrestlers do. He did travel it on horseback because when he started wrestling, cars hadn't been invented yet. But Dory Funk, I'd respect him more, but he destroyed Mickey James's vagina to the point where it cannot be inhabited for 100 years, much like anywhere where there's been nuclear testing.
Well, if I fucked Mickey James, I just wouldn't look down. It would be like walking a high ledge or across a tightrope or something like that, because her vagina looks like shit. But there you see Benoit beating the fuck out of Terry Funk and getting his comeback in.
And knocks him down.
Hey, you know, that move just took 5 years off of his life. It's just a shame he was going to live to 200 years old anyway.
He's still alive and you're dead. Even though you just hit a lovely snap suplex just now on this.
That snap suplex almost got a 3 count. I don't know what that says after only 4 wrestling moves in the entire match.
And a scoop slam. This is vintage Chris Benoit.
Going up.
Going to the top rope.
Let's see if the camera guy fucks this up.
Yeah, you fucked it up and you almost hit the ceiling fan. On top of everything in this shitty little IKEA.
Hey! I'm not Mike Awesome. I don't hit ceiling fans.
Oh, I get it. You hit both like this.
Stomping on Terry Funk.
I have a feeling that Terry Funk has bad diarrhea, and that's why he keeps running to the outside. He wants to go home. He wants to go back and take a shit somewhere, and Benoit is not letting him leave the ring.
Do you see this guy who's so black that, like, he's just in all black with, like, a black mask on? He's like some sort of spook in the background. You can't miss him. Noob Saibot is in the IKEA arena.
I just can't keep staring at my hair anymore. It's making me obsessed.
Yeah,
I miss that haircut so much.
Why did you do that? What was your mind frame getting that done? Did you go in and say, I want to look like Kenny G?
That was the style at the time. You know, it made you look like a man. Beautiful Northern Light suplex.
Doing wrestling moves in this match as if anyone cares.
Chris, you are trying your damnedest, but the Funk cannot be stopped.
I heard that this match is going to be featured on
and back to the outside, because that's where Funk belongs.
This match is going to be featured on a DVD called The Very Worst of Chris Benoit, with this commentary on it.
And look at the back of these heads. I mean, it's just awful. I feel like I'm playing Guess Who the Mystery Game in reverse.
This is actually,
what the fuck is this?
I mentioned DVDs. This is also going to be on Worst Haircuts, the DVD.
Hey, go fuck yourself, Linda.
Well, every woman in the crowd has a Dave Coulier haircut. It's a match.
You want to know a fun fact about this match and the crowd? The 10 people in the crowd of this match died on 9/11. Not in the plane. They just died.
Both of you idiots just got counted out for no fucking reason.
And now the referee is sort of yelling at Terry Funk, who really doesn't want to be here to begin with. He keeps running away from you. And
I think is he yelling forever? Is that what he's saying? Forever?
I don't think he is. I can't understand a word Terry is saying.
We were outside the ring forever.
Look at his gut. The pristine physical condition of Terry Funk.
And
and he grabs your bitch.
He pulled my hair.
See, that's the disadvantage of having that haircut.
See,
he's beating me with a yellow microphone.
You know, is that the microphone?
Yeah, it is.
It looks like a bottle of boosters.
every hit is actually causing more brain damage to Crispin, which would ultimately lead to June 24th, 2007 fatal accident.
We can literally hear his brain slowly deteriorating as Terry Funk hits him with those stiff shots.
And
going for a pin. The match is already thrown out, but I'm still going for a pin because of concussion syndrome.
That's, if you had been smart, you would have said because of your amazing work rate and because of the fact that you don't take days off. But from what I hear, if you don't take days off in 2014, that makes you a homosexual.
Correct.
So as you can see, this crowd just stunned silent. Of course, you're arguing with the referee.
Funk went to the bathroom. He's out of here. He has to go take his shit. I'm telling you, man.
Well, he has to go take his Metamucil in a timely fashion.
Well, can you blame Funk? I mean, I wouldn't want to be around these smelly-ass fans either.
And, Chris, I can't really understand what you're saying.
No, I'm saying get your butt back here because we weren't allowed to say ass in ECW. I don't know why. It didn't make any sense.
Well, you sound like a 15-year-old boy.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't even hit puberty yet.
I was 24 when this match happened.
Are you sure you weren't 14? We know that it's apparently legal to make Canadian wrestlers work straight out of the womb.
I have a better question. Is it safe to say that this match is the reason you killed yourself?
No, not this match, but there was another match. At some point, I'll tell you guys which match it is.
Look at you saying triumphant.
If you ever worked with Elijah Burke, you would kill yourself too.
That was the final straw. I think Terry Funk's strategy is to goad, whatever the word is, get Krispin Wah on the fucking outside of the ring and get him to be around these smelly fans and knock him out from the BO of all these smelly, fat bastards in the audience.
Look how serious they are. These guys aren't moving. I mean, they're like a Super Nintendo crowd.
This is tits to them. It's 1993. This is tits to these guys.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't it be tits? Look at that majestic haircut.
And back outside fighting again.
Anytime you
That's what this match is.
$10 to see a murderer wrestle a 90-year-old man? Come on.
But I wasn't a murderer in 1993.
Yeah, I know. I wonder if they had any idea that they're paying their hard-earned money to watch a future child killer in action tonight.
Hey, come on now. Some child
That's not
killers.
Nice. It kind of hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry.
Now, Terry Funk continuing to run away.
Why is this guy wearing a zebra hat?
It's HBK. Oh, never.
There's a little Mexican in a zebra hat. Oh, he's a big fat Mexican.
What's he doing?
Why is this fat grimace guy lunging on Terry Funk? And they're stealing chairs. They're stealing chairs out of the IKEA arena. What a class guy.
Terry Funk, and Benoit's yelling into the mustard microphone. This is chaos here at the IKEA arena.
Yeah, it's erupted, and these people cheering because this match is obviously over.
Thankfully.
I have no idea what the outcome of that match was. I have no idea what the purpose of that match was. I have no idea what happened to Terry Funk and those fat guys with zebra hats after the fucking match ended. Who knows? Maybe they went back and did some drugs together. I have no idea. I don't think anyone cares.
I have no idea what's going on. I feel kind of like I was the one that was concussed in that match.
Chris, who the fuck was the booker for that, and what was the point?
I think his name was Frank Goodman, and I'm not really sure what the point was. I think he was just go out there, do a move on the ring, go back outside, and then just keep repeating it over and over again.
That was a bigger train wreck than the outcome of the dating game that we played on last week's episode of Ask, episode 194 with the plastic.
Dare I say that Mercedes Justine's match last week on NWA F.A.G was better than that. Chris, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I am.
Yep.
That was a black mark on your career. No wonder why it only has 56 views on YouTube. We're probably doing it a favor calling it tonight.
Yes.
So, as we...
It should be deleted just like I was.
Chris, do you have any final comments or any maybe an apology that you'd like to issue to the fans for that crap?
I would like to issue an apology, and next time I get a chance, I'll take Terry Funk with me.
So let me ask you, Chris, do you wish you had taken Daniel out sooner? Now I know he hadn't even been conceived yet, but does this make you wish that you had done something differently?
What, like had a vasectomy?
Exactly. So, from the IKEA arena in 1993, It's been Riv, it's been Landon, and it's been the Crippler straight from the bowels of hell. We're now going to return to our regularly scheduled 2014, and hopefully we'll bring you some more great NWA FAG matches. Maybe ones where the crowd isn't cock-blocking the entire show.
Hopefully. I mean, I don't think we can handle any more of that. And maybe next time we'll get a better Benoit match for his upcoming DVD, The Very Worst of Krispin Wah.
Yeah, exactly. But I will say that whether it's 1993 Krispin Wah, 2007 Krispin Wah, Undead 2014 Krispin Wah, it is an honor and a privilege for us to say that the Crippler is one of our fags. Yes. One of our fun, athletic guys. Good night, everybody.